How about those Vandy Commodores, right? And it begs the question after their win against top 10 LSU this weekend, is Vandy a legit threat to compete in the college football playoffs? That is the question. 6-1, best start since 1950. Beat LSU for the first time since 1990. 2 wins versus AP top 15 teams in the same season. First time ever. So the answer to that question is yes, but I want to address something first. I went to LSU. Most people who listen to this show know that, but if this is your first time listening, I'm an LSU alumni. I watch every LSU game. Proud advocate of the LSU program. I have people texting me, you can't lose to Vanderbilt. It's Vandy. I understand that level of thinking, but for somebody that does this for a living, let me explain this to you. Get that out of your mind. Get that out of your system. Because as long as Clark Lea is at Vanderbilt now with what we've seen, it's not just Vandy anymore. It's not just Vandy. It's like Clemsoning when Dabo got there and he completely changed the narrative. Clemsoning is not a thing anymore. They won 2 national championships. Vandy is not Vandy anymore. It's not, it's Vandy. Understand something. Clark Lea, Barton Simmons have done a phenomenal job flipping this roster, especially in the trenches. One of the most difficult personnel jobs in the country. And these guys have been masterful with every single moment. From a 5-win season to beating Alabama last year to gaining momentum in their own state to gaining momentum in the transfer portal to making Vandy somewhat of a destination program for players inside the SEC that say, hold on, I can play in one of the country's most elite conferences, get a great degree, and get developed. They are selling something that hasn't been sold in quite some time at Vanderbilt, and they are doing it the right way. Offensive line made up of mostly transfers. Give them credit. They go out, they get Pavia, they get the offensive coordinator, they change the whole thing up. They say, hey, we got to critically think. We're Vanderbilt. We're not going to traditionally beat every school in this conference straight up. Guess what? They took some hits too. They lost guys in the portal, London Humphreys being one of those guys. You could go A.J. Swan being one of those guys. Go down the list. That seems like 10 years ago. And they bounce back with excellent scouting. Guys that fit them to a T. And guess what? They're going to take advantage of these moments as well. They're going to take advantage of a 6-1 start. They're going to take advantage of beating 2 top 15 teams inside their own conference for the first time ever. Clark Lea, when he got there, I'll never forget it, SEC Media Days, he came up there and he said, essentially, my goal is to win a national championship at Vandy. And everybody just kind of brushed that off and they kind of laughed. And he was dead serious. Deadpan looked at the camera. That was his goal. I was fortunate enough to run into Clark Lea at a hotel in December a few years ago. I introduced myself. He asked me to pull up a chair. I said, Coach, congrats on the season. Competitive, 5 wins. And he looked at me like he just wanted to throw me out of a window. His internal expectations for that place is higher than anybody's expectations outside of it. That's what you have to have. Belief. You have to have internal belief in yourself. And then you have to go out and you have to execute that vision 365 days out of the year. Even when it's hard, even when you're going up against adversity, even when the results aren't showing up. But you have to trust the process. These guys, Lee, Simmons, Beck, give them all credit. Phenomenal job, man. Phenomenal job. And they beat LSU, and it wasn't fluky. There was nothing fluky about it. Time of possession, 36-23. took the air out of the freaking football. LSU, Blake Baker, one of the best units in the country, had no answers. Quarterback, crafty as hell, had no answers. Tight ends, great usage. Offensive line, effective, ran the ball when they needed to. Defense, got after Garrett Nussmeier, gave up only 100 yards on the ground. Who wants to play Vandy right now? I mean, we're like, oh, the sweet Vandy, what a story. It's like, no, dude. They're legit. The head coach is legit. The quarterback is legit. The play callers on both sides are legit. They have legitimate guys. This is not just like a sweet parody story. And here's the other thing. Missouri, at home, game day, Eli Drinkwitz. Great opportunity. Next week, at Texas. I would take Vandy in that game right now. Auburn, Kentucky, both at home, and then they finish in Knoxville on the road. I think this team can win 4 out of their next 5 and represent the SEC in the college football playoff and be a legitimate factor in the playoffs because they have that belief and they have the players at premium positions. They have everything that you would want. And they beat LSU pretty handily. They beat South Carolina on the road. They had an opportunity to go up 2 possessions against Alabama early in that football game. And that will probably end up being a good thing for them ultimately at the end of the day. I don't want to play these guys. So I don't know how loud I need to yell it. But yes, these guys are legit, anchored down, stock up. Let's buy it. Let's go. Here to stay. Gut feel on Clark Lea. His name's going to get thrown around a lot. Oh, he's sexy. That's a shiny toy. Why would you want to be at Vandy? You can't win a national championship. Don't tell him that. He's here to stay. Love the juice, man. Talking about Vandy football fires me up. Diego Pavia fires me up. That guy's wild, by the way. You see the picture of him walking into the game. He had the ski mask on with the chains. Then post-game interview is like complete opposite. Just thanking God for humbling him. That type of like bipolar quarterback, that's what we want, man. It's what college football is all about.